true monster. What a bloody mess you've gotten yourself into, Elsa. When I signed up with the collector, it was as a freelance monster hunter. The geezer wanted me to track down the nastiest of the nasties to lock up in his fancy cosmic zoo. Seemed like an easy gig for a girl who'd spent the last chunk of her immortal life travelling her collapsing timeline, fending off unspeakable horrors and mapping out what was left of a broken world. But in all my years living up to a Bridgestone family legacy, I've never seen anything quite like this. Sure, the collector's menagerie was home to some of the creepiest crawlies that ever lived, but it was also full of normal folks, members of every species from every planet across time and space. The collector may have been writing my paychecks, but I couldn't help but wonder if maybe the real monster was the man running the show. Questionable ethics aside, I had a job to do, and I wasn't alone. That might sound like a good thing, but somehow I'd been saddled with the worst possible partner I could have imagined. Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. The only mercenary I know who's got more jokes than bullets. Not exactly my type of bloke. But if I didn't despise him enough already, it turned out he was the one who'd been rounding up the innocent beings while I was busy gathering up the ghouls. When Wade told me that the collector was making his captives fight each other for sport, my blood began to boil. I was almost ready to hang up my shotgun, but then the alarm started blaring. 2 mutants from back home on Earth had apparently run off with one of the new boss's most valuable possessions. Served him right if I'm being honest. The collector ordered Deadpool to track them down, fully aware that my contract implicitly stated I hunted monsters only. He also knew that Wade would gladly betray anyone for a few lousy quid, but who my so-called partner betrayed next surprised even me. Apparently, when he recognized one of the thieves, an ex-man named Rogue, he switched sides without warning. I guess the two of them had formed an unexpectedly close bond over the years. I truly had no desire to learn the sort of details. To cover his friend's tracks, Paul started smashing display cases, releasing dangerous creatures to buy precious time for her to escape and to keep me off her trail. See, despite appearances to the contrary, Wade isn't stupid. He realised that the collector would find a loophole to send me after them. I may not have been willing to harm the mutants, but our boss could force me to retrieve the contract they stole. However, now there are monsters running loose through his massive museum, Wade counted on the fact that the collector would want to minimise the damage to his gallery, and that I wouldn't want to let some innocent alien get eaten by a dinosaur or infected by a brood queen because I was chasing after some worthless scrap of paper. Clever lad. So here I am, locked and loaded and risking my life. Again. Things are about to get real messy. All I can hope is that, when all this is over, Deadpool is still here, and that I have one shell left for him.